Good morning. It's June the 16th, 2016. It's Thursday. It's actually my Friday. And I'm on my way to work. And I just wanted to hit on a couple of things. So last night I'm watching Fox 26 News with my 13-year-old daughter. And we're watching the tribute in downtown Houston that was paid to the victims of Orlando. And my heart just melted. I spent some time before watching the news looking over the photographs of the individuals that their lives were taken, and it just broke my heart. It became so extremely personal for me, seeing the faces and putting faces to the names that I've read across the screen or in the newspapers. I can't tell you or can't stress to you enough what it did to me after watching this, and then hearing that there was a tweet that came across stating that there was going to be gun massacre in downtown Houston on June the 25th for the Gay Pride Parade. And it just dawned on me. We are in I say just dawned on me, not really, but it just hit me like a ton of bricks that we are in a religious war. We are dealing with people who have no regards for human life, that would just, sacrifice the lives of their families, their children, just because that's who they are, and have no remorse at all whatsoever. People, we cannot bow down to fear. I was talking to my ex-husband this morning on my way to work, and, he said, Julie, this is the time that we have to start talking to our children. And I was telling him of a story that's in the Bible that, no man can stop what God has ordained. And I believe in my heart that God has just waited for people to rise up and to take a stand and put God back, put God first as the foundation, one nation under God as it was before. And I believe that he's just waiting for people to take a stand, to rise up publicly, come together and claim him back as the foundation, as the center of our nation, the first, the foremost, the middle, the end. And there's a story in the Bible where they come to war, and I'm not a Bible guru, so I won't even begin to say at what point in the Bible or what scripture, but I know that I've read it. And they come to war, and it's kind of like David and Goliath, but they come to war, and the ones that they attack, they have no weapons, they have nothing, and there's bloodshed to be made in their mind. That's what they're going for. And they come, fully prepared with weapons and armor. And believe it or not, the ones that are unarmed stand strong in the name of God. And those that are bogged down with weapons and armor and gear start killing themselves and shooting themselves. And we won. Unanimously. I say we being the victorious ones, we won. But with that being said, it is time that we stand up and that we take a knee to God and we put God first and bring God back as it was intended to be. And I know people that, aren't, aligned with God and who aren't religious, and I'm not even religious. I'm Christian. I religion to me is a set of rules, and that's not what it's about. But put God first, because without God, we have no chance. If we have, the people that we're dealing with that have come into our country, that have been allowed to come into our country and gifted everything with full ability and full range to do what they've done to get to this point, we are just here. We have just as much evil here as they bring to the table. How are we ever going to win evil against evil? We have got to be better equipped. We have got to put on the breastplate, the armor of God, and stand up. We got to stand up for God. Don't ever take a knee to fear, but you take a knee to God, and he will give us everything that we need. He is waiting for that opportunity for us to ask him to welcome him back so that we have a chance. But we need to tell our kids, what is happening and what is about to happen may not be the outcome that we want. We may not end up at the end of this sitting back watching cartoons with our little ones, or scrolling Snapchat, or That's not going to be the outcome. We may not even be here when the end comes. We may be in a better place, another place. But we've got to go out with the fight and the breastplate and the armor of God. And we have got to stand up for what is right and what we believe in. We cannot take a knee to fear. We have got to be awake, alive, alert. Be blessed, people. Be blessed.